Regarding our problem, we can define sexual assault as an act that violates the sexual integrity of a victim. It refers to the inappropriate sexual content or behavior that occurs without the victim's consent. Rape is a form of sexual assault.
Sexual violence is a broad term that describes behaviors and actions that are sexual in nature and are unwanted, coerced, and committed without consent.
This includes words both written and spoken.
Sexual violence is about exerting power and control over others.
It can encompass a variety of acts and experiences, and may also be known as sexual assault,
Rape,
sexual abuse, exploitation,
incest.
Our research question is, how can we manage to avoid sexual assault in our city?
reduce the cases of sexual abuse by 47%. Educate our citizens with accurate and specific information about sexual assault and how to avoid it. Reduce suicide cases of women in our city by 23%. Reduce the amount of rape cases.
In the city of Tatooine, the cases of sexual assault, rape, and sexual harassment are increasing exponentially. To deal with this problem, we are going to use telecommunications. We are going to make informative videos about the measures each person has to take to avoid being a victim of rape. Measures such as not talking to strangers, not getting into a stranger's car, and not walking alone in the night. Also, by using telecommunications technology, we're going to create campaigns for citizens in low-income areas to teach them what to do in the case of rape and how to avoid it.
Another important step we decided is to install devices in specific and crucial areas around the city. For example, build a small multifunctional module where there is a telephone with an emergency number between other technological devices that make people or targets of rape feel safe.
By using telecommunications, we will manage to reduce the cases of sexual abuse by 47%, and in that way, public safety will be optimized. More specifically, this will be accomplished by doing campaigns that will be broadcasted on television and radio stations to educate mainly kids and women on how to always be careful and take the right precautions to prevent sexual abuse. Also, we will educate rapists to make them know how they can damage other people by their actions. These campaigns will help reducing rapes and sexual abuse. On the other hand, focusing on the topic of public health, we will elaborate radio and television capsules to help the people that have been sexually abused with specific recommendations to deal with the trauma and depressive thoughts, and who and where to go for help. These capsules would reduce the suicide rates of women in our city by 23%. In the long run, the index of happiness and the feeling of safeness in Tatooine will certainly improve.
Created using Powtoon.